the stakeholders. Talk to the doctors, talk to the nurses, talk to the paramedics, talk to private hospitals. I have told hospitals to be very careful because when SHA collapses, it may collapse very many hospitals. And my advice to hospitals is to demand all their money, the 98 billion that is owed. Duarte says they'll pay 13. That is not enough. There's another 85 billion. All hospitals must outstanding claims so that when SHA collapses, our hospitals will not collapse with SHA because 98 billion can collapse many institutions and we'll be in trouble as a country. Number two, the hospitals must agree with SHA on upfront payment. SHA should be putting a deposit upfront so that if Hospital X, the monthly claims are 1 billion, probably they should receive half of that as upfront payment. That way we are sure that if this monster, this reckless program of William Ruto called SHA that was meant to steal 104 billion collapses, our institutions do not collapse as well because we need these institutions. They have been put up with billions of shillings over the years. They have developed capacity. They have medical records for our patients. We cannot afford a situation where our institutions can collapse together with SHA. Okay.
I want you to take you back a little bit on where we started. You gave a 7-day ultimatum as far as the fuel prices is concerned in the country. Does that still stand despite what the government says are some of the alternatives or rather, measures that it has put in place to be able to reduce the cost of fuel?
We give a 7-day ultimatum. We now need to convene again and look at what has happened. What has happened is just a concession of 9 shillings. Nothing else has happened. All the other demands we made are still outstanding. So we'll be able to meet as principals of the United Alternative Government and review the situation and advise the people of Kenya what we think is the best way to deal with this situation. Again, the final decision is the people of Kenya. We as leaders can only make a recommendation as to what we think should be done. Okay. So we'll be having that meeting to review the situation and then engage the people of Kenya on the way forward.
Okay. Now that is on the side of the United Alternative Government, but however, the Genz and Kenyans at large had planned to protest tomorrow. What's your take on that?
The Genz is a jewel for this country. They are wonderful children. I love them with my heart. I pray for them. I care for them. They are the savior of this country. And I've told the Genzis, your courage and determination to liberate your country is a blessing to our country. And I have told the Genzis, they have done very well in terms of creating awareness on the smartphone. But they must move to the next stage. The real transformation of our country will take place on the ballot box on the 10th of August next year. The Genzis are tribeless. They cannot be compromised by anybody. They are so principled. They are the most dependable voting bloc that we have as a country. I therefore want to take this opportunity to appeal to them to acquire the tools of change. The tools of change in this matter is the ID and the vote, so that they can participate in next year's general election in bringing a meaningful change to this country and protecting the vote. The Genzis are smart enough. I'm sure they'll have a way of announcing the presidential results before midnight on the same day. These are wonderful kids. They are so talented. Okay. God has given them wisdom and, unquantifiable talent that should be useful to this country. If the Genzis decide outside our outfit that they want to take to the streets, they have my blessings, because I think they are wonderful children. All I need to do is to ask William Ruto and Kindiki and Murkomen and the others. If these wonderful kids decide in their wisdom to come out to protest against fuel hike and unreasonable prices, please don't kill them the way you did the other time. These are our children. They have a right under the Constitution to express themselves and to express disgust and frustration by what the government is doing.
Right.
The government has no reason to kill them. William Ruto, Kindiki, and Murkomen, you have shed enough blood of young people. You still have Gen Z blood on your hands. Okay. and all the challenges you are facing in the country, you are being haunted by the blood of the Genzs.
Right.
Please, for whatever it takes, don't shed more blood of our young people.
All right.
Let